I'm from that show none of you watch. How's it going? Hi, everyone. You should. Oh, thank you for watching. That's fine. Thank you guys so much. This has been a very lovely evening, a very mellow, sort of NPR, This American Life night so far. That's fine. It's going to be fantastic. I just got off a plane. I'm a little exhausted, but it's fine. We're going to have fun here. It's going to be a lovely evening. I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
I am. But before we get too far into things, just want to let you guys know, you don't have to feel any pressure. Don't feel any pressure to like me or laugh at my jokes or anything. It's fine. It's fine. No matter what happens here tonight, it's fine. I'm a professional. I have been doing this for years. I'm used to shows that run the gamut from amazing to crying in a bathtub, eating ice cream. So no matter what happens here tonight, it'll be great. I actually had the worst show of my life here in the Bay Area. And I knew it was gonna be bad before it even happened, because A, it was at a lesbian art gallery, and B, it was at a lesbian art gallery. Now, I don't know what it is when you get a bunch of old, white, hippie lesbians together in the same room, but like, happiness can't survive at all. I think there's too much social conscience for joy to exist in the same space. And I knew that going in. I know my people, I know my kind, I know my future. So I knew it right away. I think I pressed a button. I hope I didn't break anything. But the whole week for the day, I was kind of nervous. I was freaking out. I was like, what can I do? You know, I need to get these women on my side right away. So I wrote some slam poetry, because we fucking love slam poetry. And that's how I'd like to open up this evening. I think it's fitting for me to open up on a slam poem. So I'd like to share with you guys a slam poem I did for the Lesbian Art Gallery in Berkeley. Your cock. My dyke pussy is a temptress, a nasty namaste warrior. Whether no hair, full bush. One thing is for certain, my dyke pussy be off the chain. And they took it serious. They were like, oh, that's so powerful. Just feeling my chakras, so thanks for being cool, you guys. Thanks for not being a bunch of old dykes. This is my first time. I live in New York now. It's my first time back. That's exciting. Usually in SF, when I say something you guys disagree with, you hiss because boo is too aggressive. I haven't been back here in like over a year. It's kind of crazy. I've been in New York. I am growing to love New York. Growing being the key word in that sentence. It's a tough city. What they say about it is very true. I've heard you're not a real New Yorker until you cry in public without giving a shit who sees you. And I became a real New Yorker in under 90 minutes. That's how long it took. I cry over everything. The first thing I did, I had my suitcase. I came here straight from the airport. The only thing I did was I stopped and I got a carnitas burrito, and I cried when I bit into it. It's not an exaggeration. I cry when I hear the song Reflection from Mulan. That's how easily I cry. But New York was rough. It was legitimately awful at first, and I do think it was a fluke. What happened was, I think the first 10 days I was there, I think I ran into the entire city's homophobes. It was kind of batshit crazy. 4 times a day, this is not an exaggeration, someone would say something horrendous to me. I had people call me disgusting. I had a lady yell scripture at me on the subway. It was batshit crazy. And it hasn't happened since then. Everyone's been lovely. Pride was fantastic.
Yeah.
It hasn't, but I have like PTSD about it. Like it's like even still to this day, everywhere I go in New York, even when I get on the train, like I will seek out another gay person to sit or stand next to. It just makes me feel safer. Like in my mind, any minute, all of New York City is gonna break out into a big fight, like gays versus straights, shirts versus skins. Which gays would be the skins. We would disrobe immediately at the beginning of that battle. And I just feel safer knowing there's like a gay guy there that like I can be next to him, we can stand back to back and link arms and like spin while the other one kicks like a gay Jackie Chan double dragon move. And like I would be the one doing the lifting and the spinning. Let's be real, because I outweigh most twinks by at least 20 pounds. And I have a strong core from hauling home bags of cat litter. It was strange getting all of that homophobia after living in the Bay for like 4.5 years. This is a nice bubble. It's nice to spend time here as a gay person. You avoid all that shit. Although I did, one time I got gay bashed in San Francisco. Once. I was walking down the street to Safeway, and a car kind of rolled past me with a group of like young 20-something guys in it, and one of them had the window rolled down, and as they rolled past me, he leaned out and yelled, "Faggot!" And I said, "Close!" And even then, it felt like he was breaking down the gender binary and like recognizing a sexual fluidity. It was very San Francisco in itself. It was like performance art, really. To be honest, so even then it wasn't that bad. And I like being gay despite moments like that. I love it. It's fantastic. Highly recommend it to anyone who's on the fence. It's great. It's awesome. I like it for a lot of reasons. Pussy's pretty high up there. But I like it for a lot of reasons. One of them being that I don't really care if straight guys think I'm hot.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't know if straight men are aware, but lesbians have literally spent decades coming up with fashions and a standard of beauty that are specifically for not you. And it's great. It's awesome. Like, it's free of all this pressure that straight women are just bombarded with in the media and advertising and fashion magazines. Like, essentially, as a lesbian, I can wear whatever the fuck I want. Every day is Halloween. Every day. I have a sailor suit I wear on the regular, you guys. Like, no special occasions, just when it's kind of cold outside, I'm feeling kind of sassy. Like, I could wear cargo shorts to a wedding. Who's gonna say shit to me? Who's gonna be that guy? What are you wearing? I'm a lesbian! How dare you? Crocs and a ball gown? Is it Wednesday? It is! It's Crocs and a ball gown day! I don't wear that last one. Today was Young Republican Boat Owner Day. Apparently. Paula Poundstone Light is the one I go for most days. I have been excited about the things that have transpired in the last few weeks. I celebrated the downfall of DOMA and Prop 8. Yes. Celebrated the way I celebrate all things, which is eating cake and furiously masturbating to Lane Bryant catalogs. That's how I get down. That's how I do. I like curvier women. I like thick girls. I like my girls so thick they Robin Thicke. Blurred Lines reference. I do, like Christina Hendricks to Adele is my preferred range. It's just the way I like it, but it's strange. I haven't bypassed all female pressures in society. It's very weird, like, because for me, I still have those same body image issues that most American women have. Like, for me, I'm just like, oh, I just want to look like a small Korean boy. That's the goal. Me. But it's strange that when it comes to other women, it's the opposite. I was also raised in a Latino household, and I think that's where that influence is. Like, when it comes to other women, I'm automatically just like, ooh, mamacita. And like Carlos Santana and Gloria Estefan do a duet in my brain. And like, my pussy's all like, the rhythm is gonna get you. It's like a whole production that happens. And I know I'm not supposed to say this as a feminist. I know it's frowned upon, but I think that this hypocritical split within myself is why I love Spanx. I fucking love Spanx. Spanx are the best goddamn thing in the world. They are, because like when I wear Spanx, like I look thinner, I feel better about myself, and then if I bring a woman home and she's wearing Spanx, I get so excited. I'm like, there's more! It is like ass and titty Christmas. It is the best thing ever. Or ass Hanukkah, if there's enough to last 8 days of night. Badonka is what I call that celebration. It's the miracle of lights. I do have it. It's hard being a lesbian and a feminist at the same time. I have a lot of conflict. Because like when I get very upset when I see a guy like, aggressively catcalling a woman on the street. But then that same woman walks by me, and I'm like, yeah. Ooga! Eyes pop out, tongue rolls on the floor, the whole bang shebang. But on the inside, that's the key difference. The feminist part keeps it locked in here. I don't say that shit out loud. But I do falter. I do. And I faltered when photographs of Christina Hendricks, nude photographs leaked online. Lesbians and straight men, please don't Google this until after the show. Whenever I get to that part, some giddy motherfucker's face shines and they're like, what? I appreciate you holding off. But when I saw this, I was like, this is such a gross invasion of privacy. Click, drag to folder. We objectify women on a daily basis. Click, drag to folder. These are still human beings. This is me getting a hard drive to back up all the pictures. Just downloaded. Because it's hard to be mad about something you wished for as you blew out the candles on your birthday cake. I'd be super pissed about that. Not good with women. I'm horrendous. I was single this year for the first time in over 7 years. It was very rough. I did not do well. I did not do well with the ladies. I have one move. It's my go-to every time. Would you mind if I...
Let's see it.
Sit on you? Try to keep your pants on. See, when I'm attracted to you across the room, I go up and that's not gonna happen. And then I walk away. Robot arms are key, just this arm. It's awful. I think I'm bad with women because I came out at a pretty late time for someone my age. I came out pretty much the tail end of college because I didn't want to have any fun, so I waited till the party was over. And then I came out. And when I did, all of my friends were like, yeah, you're fine now. Which is weird to me because this Doctor Who get-together didn't come out until much later. I thought I was hiding it pretty well back then, and I was trying to figure out, like back then, I had long hair, favorite color was pink, I stuck to the women's side of Banana Republic, I thought I had it all undercover, and I was trying to figure out what gave it away, and I realized that up until that point, I never talked about sex or dating, and when I did, I way overcompensate. Just too over the top. And the first instance of this was when I was 11. I realized all my friends were getting into dating and boys, and I was like, oh shit, gotta catch up. So what I did is I went to the mall and I bought a Thunder from Down Under man calendar. For those of you who don't know, Thunder from Down Under, they're male strippers, they're Chippendales, but they're from Australia. So the Down Under refers to their accents and their butts and wieners. It's a super clever title. Super genius. And I was so proud. I didn't even put it in a bag, just walking around the mall like, yeah, this is what Mama likes! Just displaying. I showed it to my mom when I got home, which is highly inappropriate. And my mother, when she saw this, gave me this look that was just like, which said two things. It said, one, I don't believe you. And two, no straight woman under the age of 75 is into this. Are you a horny retiree? What the fuck is happening, Janine? Because it's true. It's true. Straight women are not into male strippers. The movie Magic Mike is a lie. I have been to both places. I have been to both bachelor and bachelorette parties. I have viewed you in your natural habitats. And like straight men, when straight men go watch strippers, like there are men in the room legitimately being aroused, but straight women with male strippers, nobody. Like at most you're like, oh, he's a cutie patootie, but like really, it's mostly like, oh my god, Kathy, this is my character kind of bonding experience. For you guys, there's no woman sitting in the corner of an all-male review in the dark, thinking like, oh god, I can't wait to get home so I can just stop. Crazy mountain woman. Has those thoughts. I was a weird kid. I was very, very weird and odd. I had a very unique upbringing. I thought a little differently than most people. And I think that's because growing up, I was actually raised by a crazy person. My nanny was a paranoid schizophrenic. Because my family was too poor. Couldn't afford real childcare. And my tia Cecilia was living with us, not doing anything because she's fucking crazy. And what could go wrong with that scenario? Sure, watch our child. And people get a little tense, they get a little freaked out when they hear about my schizophrenia, but I assure you it was fine. She was a very loving woman on her meds most of the time. And actually, it had its own perks. Did like Tia Cecilia just told the best bedtime stories. Yeah, because a schizophrenic sense of imagination is just unmatched by anyone else. So like everyone else's bedtime stories would always start out, like once upon a time in a land far, far away. But Thea's stories were always like, right the government is run by aliens who look just like me. Listen. Okay, good night. I was a very nervous kid growing up. Who knows why? I used to get these chronic eye twitches, and I told her about it one time. I was finally like, damn, my eye keeps twitching. And she goes, oh, that's the devil! Manifesting yourself in your body. Who wants Cocoa Pops? And that's how you make a comedian. So, I miss San Francisco. I have a lot of great memories here. A lot of highlight moments. My favorite moment of living here in the Bay, it happened one Halloween. I dressed up as Robin, Boy Wonder. Yeah. Fucking amazing. It's not my favorite costume, it's my favorite outfit. If I could wear it every day without people looking at me like I was batshit crazy, I would. It was amazing. I don't know what it is about a cape that just makes you really seize the day. It just makes you appreciate it. I was running everywhere. I was like, I got shit to do! It was so great. And I went out to a party here in the Mission. And at the end of the night, I was coming home and I go down on BART. And I get off the escalator. In the distance, on the floor of a platform, is a dude just passed out, blackout drunk right on the floor. And I don't know what came over me. I don't know if it was the costume or what, but immediately I was like, is anyone with this man? We're like, no, crazy lady in green tights, we're not. So he was by himself. So I kind of walk over, I shake him awake, and I'm like, hey, dude, are you cool? Is everything all right? Where are you getting to? What train? And he looked very confused, at which point I noticed that he looked Latino. And so I asked him in Spanish, I'm like, ¿Estás bien? ¿Cuál tren? ¿Cuál línea? Way more confused. He's like, what the fuck did I take? What is going on? What's happening? But he pulls it together and he's like, Pittsburgh, Bay Point. And I'm like, you're cool, dude, I get you on train. Go back to sleep. So the train comes in, I wake him up. And the guy's so far gone, he can't even get on his own 2 feet. Like, I had to lift this, 200-pound dude and, put his arm over my shoulder and practically drag him onto his train. And I sit him down in his seat. And as I'm backing away and out of the train, he goes, thank you, Robin! And it was just like, wow,